Hey, welcome to another story video. In today's video, I have a really cool hex packet reader behind me, which is different from the ones I've shown before, in the fact that it sends its code serialized in binary, which has its unique challenges that I'll get into later, but there's a lot of really cool maths behind this, so this is going to be a more nerdy video, but I really want to explain this because it's really cool. Before I do explain it though, I feel I should show it working. So to explain what we have the reader here, and we have a serial decoder here. So the box has 3 discs with signal strength 1, 2, and 3. So if I send this in here, we can watch the code be sent. I broke the dust. That is embarrassing. Let's try that again. That is slightly embarrassing. But we can watch the code be sent. There's the wake up signal, and there's our code. Here it is sent over here. And as I showed you before, our box gets returned out here, fully loaded as it was. Now this specific one unlocks and locks itself automatically, which is really cool. And as you can see, it sent the code. It sends it at 1 redstone tick per bit, which is the fastest you can theoretically do. I'm sure you could work some shenanigans out to send 2 bits at the same time, but I didn't want to do that. So let me just reset that really quick. So, what's going on here? I'm going to explain this by just giving you the example as I go. So, let's suggest we have an input of 5. We want to convert this to binary, and we're going to do that going through this order of operations. We're going to check if it's equal or greater than 8, 4, or 2, and if it bypasses all of that, then it is just the bit that we need. So, 5 isn't greater than 8, so nothing happens. 5 is greater than 4, so we subtract 4 from 5, which leaves us with 1, which is now our new value. 1 isn't greater than 2, so nothing happens. And as I mentioned, if it bypasses all of that, it just goes to the output, which is 1. So, putting that all together, we get 0, 1, 0, 1, or 5 in binary. Now, if you're not familiar with binary, I'm just going to convert this back to hex just to prove a point. So, we have our input and our suspected output that we want. We have our code, 0, 1, 0, 1, and the values that each bit represents, which is 8, 4, 2, and 1. If you add those all together, you get 15. So I'm going to put 15 here and here. Now, 15 minus 1 equals 14. So now we'll move along to the next bit that has the 1 above the number, which is 4. So now 14 minus 4 equals 10. And if we put the 10 next to the 15 and subtract them together, we get 5, which is our input. So, back to our code. Trying to send this serially is quite tricky. The hex conversion actually does this, but it does it in reverse. So it would read the way we read in English, however binary is read the opposite way around. So to get around this, we can do something quite cool. Here I have a little graph below me to show redstone ticks and game ticks. Every 2 game ticks equals 1 redstone tick, and 1 disk has 4 bits of information, and we can read 1 disk every 8 game ticks. A single bit of binary can be sent every 2 game ticks, so that means that every 4 redstone ticks or 8 game ticks, we can send 4 bits of information, which is equal to exactly 1 disk, and it takes 8 game ticks to read 1 disk. So this works very well. The numbers here align perfectly. So anyway, back to our code. We want to read this in reverse. The way we're going to do this is the bit that is read first will give a quite long delay, 6 game ticks in this case. The bit next to it will give a 2 game tick shorter delay, and so on and so on. Obviously, the first bit we want to read has no delay. We've effectively switched the way the code is read. And this is what is sent out of the reader. And that is how everything works. You can try this yourself. Just look back at the things I've shown. Pick any number, 1 to 15. And you will get the binary signal and the delays that you would need to send it. I do want to mention, this is the end of the video, but I'm trying a new thing with the little explaining way I'm doing this, so I really hope you have enjoyed, and please do tell me your opinions on this in the comments or wherever. Just let me know how I'm doing here. I quite enjoy the little guy in the corner. He's quite cool. Anyway, that's all I have to say, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.